Welcome to Rector Whatever. You're here listening to your host, Don't Forget Sauce, here to give you the behind the scenes access to DeFi and Web3. Welcome to episode 10 of Rector Whatever. Thread Girl, thanks for joining me for episode 10. I told you before why I made this podcast. And it was to share experiences in Web3 and crypto and like an unfiltered sharing of truths. And I feel like
I am unfiltered.
That's my favorite part about you. Because, I feel like a lot of people in this space pretend to be something they're not, to be well-liked or essentially remain professional. And one thing I liked about you, like I said, were like your shit posts and being relatable and kind of like dumbing down content for just like the average person who doesn't generally understand certain terminology, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, can you tell me a little like why you even got it started in this space yourself?
Definitely. Okay, so first of all, thank you for your kind words, and I'm a huge fan of your show, obviously. I started because I had to be honest. Like, I live in a shitty country where we had an economic collapse, banks closed and declared bankruptcy and shit like that. So I had to find an alternative, and that alternative was obviously crypto. So I started putting up my savings in crypto, investing a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I came across the vast world of Web3, and like I felt it for me, it's like a fuck the system, So yeah.
No, honestly, sorry, girl. Like, I think you finding crypto as an alternative has been totally amazing, because we're all here for a different purpose. But people understanding different people's perspective, and you particularly, right? Like, your country literally collapsed at any time. That can happen to any country, and people don't realize that, and they don't realize the purpose of what crypto is and the decentralization it brings, and like for us to have the power back to the people. People don't understand having access to your own funds, and like imagine people waking up one day and they have no access to their banking. Like, that must have been very scary for you.
Yeah, it was. And you know what? Like, people think they are immune to having such experiences, but I think everyone is going to go through it, right? The monetary system is getting more wrecked by the second. And like, why we have the safety net, right? Let's call it the government safety net, and this safety net can be pulled from under you in any second. If you don't have something else to fall back on, you're falling on the ground, right? And this is what happened to me. So I'm out here on spaces trying to tell people what happened to me, so they start putting up their own safety net. So if anything happens to their banks, to their countries, to their governments, to whatever, they would have something else to fall back down on and not have to go through the same experience or the hardship that I went through to build up myself from scratch, you know what I mean? But yeah, basically what I always say is that maybe crypto for some is an option. For me, it's a must and it's a need. And decentralization, uncensorship, I'm bullish about those stuff. And yeah, maybe I got into a Web3, not crypto, Web3 as in trading NFTs and stuff for the money potential and the flipping, but I definitely stayed for the decentralization and the technology.
No, 100%. The thing is, I just love the type of conversations decentralization brings in crypto and the different type of people, right? And their reasoning for being here. And I think your reason is it has so much reach, right? And it makes everybody think, like, hey, how about this might happen to me, you know? But besides that, right, whatever we're here for, like it could be for the technology, it could be for a greater purpose. And I think your story is an amazing one, right? But I like your lightheartedness and your shit posting that you do. And I see that you opened and did your DGNS news now too.
Y-
So
Yeah, yeah.
why'd you start that?
Um, okay, so I'm bullish on ENS domains, right? Uh, Love them. Huge investor in ENS domains. I'm building on ENS domains. This is like my favorite technology that I came across in Web3. And I like to talk shit, to be honest. I don't like to be so formal and like you know my style, right? I like shit posting,
I like
and
it.
at some point, yeah, and at some point, I felt that my page was only about ENS domains, but there's more about me than ENS domains, right? So, and my personal page was like overwhelmed with ENS domains, and there are some stuff that don't make sense in a way to post on your personal page. So I said, why not? Let's open DChen's news. So it's like a news Twitter page, always updating the breaking news on ENS domains and what's happening in the community. I covered some community drama as well and stuff like that. And I always do it in a very shit posting way.
When you say
So
community
and
drama, right? I've been in ENS for a little bit, but like what's going on there? With like anything like Rex stories or
no, 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 nothing at all, nothing at all. But like the usual, you know, in every community and every in all of Web3, you see some drama here and there. So like it's not nothing major at all. But like I felt that it was a news like a news outlet, and I want to cover every little detail that's happening, you know. So yeah.
yeah. And for you guys, right? Because in the crypto side, like I'm in the DeFi side, and you know I see Rex stories a lot because people like create pump and dumps and stuff like that. Like, is there ever pump and dumps in ENS, or can there be?
Oh, definitely, definitely. So, there are a lot of clubs. A lot of clubs got created under ENS, right? And like, if I'm gonna say anything that is not a shit podcasting right now,
You can say shit
I would say
podcasting. This is unfiltered. Say everything, red girl.
perfect, perfect.
There's no
So
filter
I
here.
would say that if you're getting new to ENS domains, if you're venturing newly into this thing, don't follow the trends that you see on Twitter and stuff like that. Just do your own research, find the thing that you can relate to most. Um, Check on secondary, see what people have minted so far, and like look into your own surrounding, right? Because what you know, whether your culture, hobbies, language, whatever, no one is gonna know this better than you, right? And yeah, like if there's definitely pumping and dumping. I'm not saying it's in a bad intentional way, right? Uh, I'm saying that if a group of people started minting whatever kind of domains, they're definitely gonna be shilling it all over the timeline, right? I bought this, I bought that, I bought this, I bought that. And some people might get in on it and it might get dumped on them. And like one other thing in pumping and dumping is the ENS derivatives that were coming up, right? So
The
we
OM
had a couple
stuff.
of no, the dot ether, for example. What the fuck is a dot ether, bro? Come on. Like, yeah, that was definitely like literally a derivative, you know? So, like, I wouldn't recommend anyone getting in on that. We say ENS domains, we say .eth.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. So what do you are you excited about Elon Musk right now? He's bought Twitter and
I'm
not,
not.
not gonna get canceled. You're not excited about Elon
uh,
Musk buying Twitter?
no, I'm not, to be honest.
Why?
Uh, I mean, first of all, I don't give a shit. Okay, it's like I've been seeing people say, "Oh no, we're not gonna get our account banned, and we're gonna have more freedom of speech." No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. If 10 out of 10 accounts were getting banned for or suspended for speaking up or having opposite opinions, now maybe 9 out of 10 are gonna get suspended, you know? And it's like, I don't know. Do you want to get into politics?
No, no, no. I guess no, no, no. I guess time will tell, right? We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But
Yeah, yeah.
for you, right? I know you're an unfiltered person, like in this space. Like I think we're quite the same. But what do you feel in these communities, right? Like, do you feel like ENS you experience like there's some people that try to cancel because others necessarily don't do what they're kind of told or kind of like act out of the norm?
Definitely not. Like, this is what I'm most bullish on about the ENS community. Um, I don't think, like, I think I talk a lot of stuff that shouldn't be talked about on spaces, right? Um, I am, as we said, super unfiltered, and literally whether the community was opposing to my ideas or not, I was never like attacked in any way, let's say, right? It's a very tight community, it's a very loving community, to be honest. And yeah,
Well, I'm happy.
and I've talked some shit, right? I've said what this club is shit, guys. What the fuck are you minting ether? And when you say something like that and some people are already in it, you're basically flooding their bags, right? So in other communities you might get flooded for flooding someone else's bags. This has never happened in this community, to be honest.
Well, that's
Or maybe because I put put up like people know that I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, you know.
yeah, no, 100%. But I feel like in the spaces, like it's kind of hilarious, right? Because look, you're just giving your opinion, even if you think like something's shit, right? People can buy whatever they want, and you're not telling them don't buy it. Like anybody can degen into whatever they want to. I just find it funny is in this space, people feel like immediately saying, "Oh, that person's a futter. That person's a futter." But if someone's giving their opinion, is it really FUD?
Not at all,
Yeah.
not at all. And especially when it comes to ENS domains, right? So we've been doing some appraisal spaces or whatever just for fun, right? I'm always appraising everything at 100 ETH and having a laugh about it. So yeah, yeah, always.
So
It's my
if
thing.
someone can't sing, are you gonna tell them that they can sing, or are you just trying to boost morale? Third girl.
No, no. So listen, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, okay? So let's say you minted the shittiest domain out there. Fine.
Yeah.
Uh, and like some people might laugh, like, why the fuck did you mint this? I'm not gonna tell you it's a grail, okay? But what I'm gonna think is that if you had the idea to mint these domains, that means you have a thesis about it, right? That means you have a vision for it, and you think it's valuable, or else why the hell would you mint it in the first place? So who am I to tell you that like your opinion about something or your view is shitty?
You know, I love that thing that you said right now, right? If you see value in something, do it. Because I feel like a lot of people kind of knock themselves down because other people are like, oh, that's not really valuable. And a lot of people said that about 5 digits too as well. They said there's 3 and 4 digits. Why would 5 digits be good, you know? And then look at the floor price on 5 digits. That's why I always tell people in this space, if you see value in something, go for it. Don't let anybody tell
Exactly.
you anything else. And even if someone shit
Exactly.
posts about it and you feel something, potentially you could be missing out on a bag by following others, you know?
Totally, totally. And that happens a lot, right? I faded emojis. Look at emojis. The basic ones sitting at, I don't know, 11 ETH right now. So,
Why did you
yeah.
fade it? Tell me why you faded it. What did you think about it? Were you just thinking that, oh, why would anybody want emojis, or you didn't see the potential just at that time?
I don't know. I don't know. Both maybe. I didn't see the potential at that time. I was thinking that okay, smiley emoji. Which one? Like if I'm gonna tell you, my wallet address is smiley emoji. Which one is the fucking smiley emoji? There's like 10 of them, right? So, but
That's
yeah,
fair.
people see value in them and they're actually super cool. Like, if I have a fairy emoji and you put it up, like you're sending me money, right? And you put it, you're gonna like visually it's very cool and they stand out apparently. If you see 100 of registrations from the registration bot, those emojis are gonna pop up, right? But I wanted to touch back on what you were saying about domains.
Hmm.
So listen, I have thread girl, right? What the fuck does that mean? It doesn't mean anything, right? It's not a grail. It's I don't know how many letters. It's not generic. It's not a brand. It means nothing, right?
It means something to you,
That's
though. Is that your point?
not only that. I am building on it, right?
Hmm.
Whether I'm building my own brand, whether that's something else, but I'm building on it, and building on something gives it more value. So what if you minted a shitty domain and then you build the biggest brand on it? That's gonna give it value, right? Why does the name Gucci sell for that much? What the fuck does it mean? It's a brand, that's why. A brand was built on it and gave value to that name.
That's true. The thing is, it's true. The brands that you can build when you have faith in yourself and what you're building, right? It's just you have to take a chance, and you miss every shot you don't take, right? But I like Thread Girl and what you're building right now, and I see what you're doing with Domain Plug. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for what you're building. And I'm just excited to support people that are just truly themselves. And I feel like you're relatable, you know? And and just having like, I know not everybody may not know your story, right? But I feel like the more you share it, the more interested people are going to be and know the purpose of why crypto is important, why we're here, you know? Because I don't know, Third Girl, I think you're pretty cool.
Yo, I think you're so dope as well. Like, I've been wanting to get on this podcast with you for like 3 weeks, and you know how much I vibe with you. Um, and I'm like, I don't want to repeat myself in every space. I find myself repeating so much of why crypto is important to me, but I feel as well that maybe there's one person new to this space. I want them to know what can happen to them if they don't set up their own safety net, if they don't, because a lot of people are in crypto, right? Like everyone we're getting connected with are in crypto, they are in Web3, but are they actually in crypto? Are they actually into DeFi? Did they actually build their safety net? Or is it just fun and games for them? Because I've been seeing a lot of people, like, for most, it's fun and games, and they don't give a shit about decentralized. They don't give a shit about being your own bank or knowing the ins and outs of it. So, yeah.
The thing is, I'm just happy a lot of people are here now, right? And then you kind of FOMO into something, but then when you realize like there's people like with your stories, and then they see the news and they see the potential of what can happen, and just or even whatever you're here for, right? But taking the time to educate yourself on cryptocurrency or in decentralization in general, like Web3, NFTs, whatever it may be. I just feel like it's so important to give something a chance, learn about it, because that's how we grow. And me, I like learning through my mistakes. And I just feel like people really need to share more of their mistakes in this space because everyone wants to make things up like, oh, I was very successful from the beginning. I never missed anything, and those type of
Yeah.
stories aren't relatable. I don't like that. Like it's okay if you didn't make it in Web 2, but talk about what
No,
happened in like if you made it in Web 3, that's still cool too. But
bro, it's that positive toxicity, that wag me vibe, man. This shit is ruining so many people because you're new into the space, yeah. You see, wag me, yeah. We're making shit ton of money, and you think you're gonna make shit ton of money? Guess what? Those
thousand
people
times
didn't.
Jam.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. I can't hear that term anymore, man. Thousand times gem. When they say base dev, I hate the term based. I'm like, what is based, bro? Like there's so many terms that I'm just like, you guys cannot, you need to stop. Have you heard that term when they say base dev?
Y- based, yeah. So I learned what based was recently, and to be honest, I started using it.
No way, why?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know.
What's an engagement farm and shit poster? You just use it because you like it. Or because you think other people are
No,
gonna understand.
no, I actually like it. Listen, I'm not sure that I really know what it means, but if like what I think it means, I like it.
Oh my gosh. I just love how everybody jumps on like different catchphrases, and then sometimes you necessarily don't know what it means, right? But they just go with it because it's like that's what's in right now. But if it's based today,
Sure.
but who knows what it'll be tomorrow. But man, it's funny sometimes. But
Totally. And you know what, how I'm from a different culture, right? I don't really get the slang terms or whatever. So when I post, like, I see a catchphrase and I'm always treating this. I don't know what whatever means. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. I really mean that. I really mean that. I'm too afraid to ask. I don't want to sound stupid. Please, someone help.
you can Google it too as well. A lot of people, some of these terms you have to use Urban Dictionary that people actually use in here because it's just slang words, right? It's not even anything you'll find in like real dictionaries. But